Kennedy's trying to put me back on the mech game.
I like that interceptor, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You like it? You're
Yeah.
not much of a mech guy though, so
Nah, I started with mechs actually, and then kind of just drifted away from it because I got
yeah. I
lazy
mean,
gripping.
I think it just takes a different. I mean, it's a different kind of experience. It's not really convenient, mech mods. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Overdose Vapes. That white guy, what's going on, brother? Oh shit, it's not the right battery I wanted. Ah, fuck. Ah, the hell with it.
Hey, when that happens.
Yeah, shit. Anyways, yeah. So as you guys can see, we got a couple special guests. We got our good friend KJ Andio is here with us. So what's up, KJ Andio?
What's going on, Travis? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that very much. We've been talking for a while now about getting Andy on the show, so I am glad to be able to finally do that. Wrong
Yeah,
battery.
great to be here. I should be going to sleep in about a half hour. I got to wake up at 3:30 in the morning for work, but I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to stay with it.
So we usually pull this about an hour, and so after that, you can fucking fall asleep, and we'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I gotta leave in the morning and start driving towards Texas.
They got you doing that, huh?
Yeah, I got these crappy Volvos going down there out of the new plant in South Carolina. They're just, yeah, take them home. So I went out a route, took them home.
Tonight's show sponsored by Volvo.
Yeah, we're going.
By Volvo in Dallas today.
Yeah, now I'm actually going to Houston. So,
well,
then down to the border.
I fucked up that ad placement. And always we got Vape right here with us. My favorite photographer, the most talented man on Instagram, Mr. Vape Rye. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Travis? Thank you very much for having me here, and Merry Christmas, by the way. He's still standing up.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, hello everybody. Let's get some topics going on. Am I gonna present some things or what?
What's that?
Is that what we're doing?
Not yet, but we'll get there.
All right.
I'm just saying hello because it's been a while. So yeah,
everybody.
Sorry everybody. It's been a long time since we did a show. I took a couple of weeks off for the holidays, and then last week, just the thought of going live gave me anxiety, and so I just didn't do it. I just said, "Fuck, I'm not going to do this." But tonight, I was excited to come on and hang out with everybody. So, yeah, here we are. And of course, as always, we got Daytime Frank. Well, not as always. When we're lucky enough to be graced with Mr. Frank's presence. Papa Frank in the house. What's going on, brother?
Another day, it was a decent week. You know, my show today was good. We were doing puddings. Had fun. And got into some advocacy, and of course, then I got angry and wanted to, my head is getting ready to come off my shoulders.
We're definitely going to talk about some of that kind of stuff tonight. I want to get into a little bit of it, like 2019. It's not looking good as far as, in my opinion, at least. I think 2019 is probably going to be the hardest year we've had so far as the legality of vaping. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I don't want to bum everybody out, but Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas. Still got the Christmas tree up. I was going to take it down on New Year's Day, but then I came home from work and I saw it and I was like, it just made me happy. Like I walk in, it's the first thing I see is the nice lights, the tinsel and shit. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just going to keep it up for a while because it's a positive influence on me. It makes me happy. So, all right. What's going on, Mr. Spork Life, Mr. Giz?
Spork Leafy.
Miss you, brother.
Gizzard stew in the house.
That's my guy right there. It's that guy. All right, let's say hello to everybody in chat real quick. We got Zach Johnson, Shore Vapor, Send In, and Mr. Gizzard Stew. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Sorry if I'm a little low energy today. I'm sick. I'm super sick. I got some kind of upper respiratory thing going on. And then we had some drinks and stuff on Friday night, quite a few. And I woke, I went to sleep, and then unfortunately I woke up, and it was one of those days like where you wake up and you're like, God damn it, why couldn't I just have died last night? Because I woke up and I was sick, and I was hungover, and it was just a terrible, terrible day. And so all day yesterday I just sat in my pajamas and just went like, God, please just end this fucking cruelty. But as you can see, here I am. So he didn't. Cosmic, what's going on? Howdies. All
I
right, so we're
just
gonna go-
threw up the link on my Facebook page. Maybe we'll get a few more people here.
yeah,
Cool.
absolutely cool. It might be middling because we haven't done this in like a month, so people might not be expecting it. And YouTube has just been not treating vapors very well lately. So as far as notifications and stuff too, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. JFM, what's going on, brother?
JFM, what's going on?
You.
Some people I recognize.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones.
Danae B was hanging out in my chat earlier today.
I didn't get to see your show. How did the show go?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, we had some tasty mixes. Had some good conversation. We said we got into some advocacy at the end, which just made me angry.
Yeah, always will.
Mm-hmm.
I usually like
anymore.
It's funny because, like Rye, I don't watch a lot of vaping YouTube anymore. I don't know what it is, man. Once you get into content creation, it just seems harder and harder to actually make time to watch other people's content. So I just don't watch a lot of content. But on Sunday mornings, a lot of times I will watch your show. It hits me at that right time where I'm not like fully up yet. And
11 o'clock your time. So yeah.
So it's like I can just sit down and watch some of it. I like it. I like your show. You guys always have a lot of really good conversations. So I like that. I like it. So, all right. So what's everybody vaping on? Let's start with Mr. Vape Rye. What are you vaping on?
Fucking thing.
Tonight I'm going with Max. So I got the Trinity here, the Interceptor with the USB one on top, the full setup of it. And in there I have this, it's called Bay from Elysian Labs. It's pretty good. It's a peanut butter pecan ice cream. Crazy. Nice. We were just talking about sweets earlier. For my pod, I'm using the Artery Pal 2.
You like that?
Yeah, it's very good actually.
I've heard really good things.
I like the size and style of it. It's very.
I have the first one. I have the Artery Pal Mini or whatever, the first one they made.
Yeah, I never had that. This is also like a collaboration with Tony B, I guess. That's the reason why I got it, because Tony B hit me up and he was like, I'm gonna send you these. And
at this point, what's not a collaboration with Tony B?
Right? That guy's just popping up with everything. I told him, I was like, bro, you gotta slow down. he's just collaborating with everybody. But inside that pot, I got the Blue Magic from Glass, which is freaking amazing. For my tank, I have the Solomon 3 RTA, which is it's sitting on my Aegis. I love this mod, by the way. This is my go-to banger every day. And the Solomon, it's pretty good. It's a dual or single coil kind of thing, kind of big, just like the Creed, and it performs kind of like the Creed as well. So
the Solomon 2 grew on me over time. At first, I hated it, but over time, I actually ended up liking the Solomon 2 a lot.
I kind of quit using it. I mean, because the concept of it was good, but the build quality was just garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage. It's just junk. It's built like junk. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're vaping Blue Magic. Have you tried I'm sure they sent you all of the line, right?
Yes, I've tried all of them.
Have you fucked with the banana cream pie?
Yeah, I like
that. That's the jam, dude.
Probably, but that's like my third favorite. My first one, my first favorite will be the Blue Magic, and the next one will be the Crunch Berry.
I did a breakdown. I reviewed all of them. I think I reviewed Blue Magic separately by itself, because I think that was my favorite. And then I reviewed the rest of them all in one. I kind of did like a top 5 of them, because I think there is like 5 of them. And I really like that line. I actually like Blue Magic in salt more than I liked the alternate version from the Basics line, the regular blue. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I don't think they have it on the Basics line, actually.
Well, it's called something different. It's called like blue cream cake or blueberry cream.
Yeah.
Is it that one? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a similar flavor. I mean, it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, it's got because
the
of the blueberries in it.
Way better. Way
better.
But the banana one is.
But on the basics line, my favorite one was the reserve, the butterscotch reserve.
Yep.
That one's fire.
Yeah, I did a remix based on that, inspired by that, and I vaped probably like a liter of it by the time I got tired of it.
Yeah, that thing's amazing.
It was like every 2 weeks I was making another 120 of it and just going through it.
Yeah.
That shit was delicious.
The support I get from Glass every month, they check us up and put in our orders. And for January, when they sent me for the slip for my orders for this month, I only probably like picked up the butterscotch reserve. I wanted like 8 of them. That's it. That's the one I really enjoyed.
Man, I like Glass's old stuff a lot. Like the stuff that came in the old school, really nice glass bottles.
The frosted ones.
You were just doing some pictures and stuff of them, yeah.
The badge collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that shit a lot. I like the basics line too. I think even the basics line really surprised me because even the flavors that aren't my style, I still liked. Like the strawberry gummy one, I thought was really good. They surprised me. The
only thing I don't like about the badge is because it's really like glass and it's kind of bulky. It's not the thing that I would recommend for you to carry with you, going out or anything. It's something that you leave on your desk at home, or you bottle them.
It's from a bygone era where that was like the standard of the just giant bulky glass bottles. You know what I mean? Some companies are still sticking it out. I mean, Suicide Bunny still puts out their 120s in glass, which I love that. To me personally, I love that. I make all my juice in glass. I prefer glass. Plastic, to me, you lose something in translation with plastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just me. But you're right. It's not convenient at all. All right, Mr. KJ Andio, what are you vaping on, brother?
Okay, I got a few different setups here. One, my cheap attempt at a mech mod. I got the iJoy Ultra 24K Gold. It's a 2700 battery. On top, I got a Dead Rabbit with a Trinity glass cap, the bullet cap. And this thing is at a 0.08 ohm resistance.
He means 0.1, everybody.
Right? I know, I'm getting too verbose. And
inside joke.
Yeah, what I'm vaping on is JuiceWorks Nut House right here. It's kind of like a little Debbie thing. And okay, next one. I got the Topside Dual, which I'm absolutely in love with. Got the drop on top. What? And I got Black Unicorn Vanilla Custard in there. And it's pretty tasty. A little bit overly sweetened, but pretty tasty.
All that black stuff I wasn't crazy about, but yeah.
And okay, next one. I got the Vaporesso Lux, which I'm really fond of. I really like this mod. And in it, I got some, where the fuck did it go? Okay, I got Snack Shack Cotton Candy in there.
I like that name, Snack Shack.
Right? It's a catchy name, isn't it?
Yeah.
And my last setup is going to be the Rinco Manto X mod. And on top, I got the Voltro version 2 mini, they call it. Mini. It's fucking 28 millimeters. I don't know how it's mini. This thing's fucking crazy. 120 watts. Here we go.
It's like when you call Big Bubba tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
Holy fuckeroni.
Getting more clouds out of that tank than your RDAs, my dude.
I'm telling you, this is an amazing tank. And I got Blue Raz Custard from Johnny's in that one. And I'm almost out. And that's what I got going on.
Sweet. That's a lot of stuff. But I think I got you topped. I always try to top everybody. My whole table is fucking jam-packed. But first, Frank, what are you vaping on, brother?
I got what is this? The Hive 28 millimeter Cloud Chasers Inc. on the Aegis mod.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
And I have Adore Hazy Custard in that.
Awesome flavor.
Good job. Yes, good stuff.
Top side single battery with the Citadel on top. And here I have Coil Vapes. This one, Funnel Cake.
Good
That's about all I have left of Coil Vapes' line right now. And I have a mech for a change, the L Thunder 18650 mech with the drop on top. And in there, this is not this one reserve, but his bottles are so good that the top's easy to pop off and you can recycle them. I have from a DIYer, Shake and Vape 007. This is his version of Country Clouds cornbread pudding.
Oh, I have that. Country Clouds.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's not close, but it's actually kind of better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't be hard to top that. I don't think. I wasn't.
Yeah, it's like loaded. The authentic is like loaded with sweetener. I think it's got it's got like 5%, and it has a weird off note that'll actually. Some people it bothers their throat.
You know, I'm at a point now where it's like juice has become over time. It seems like sweetener is becoming more popular. Whereas I thought over time it would become less popular to add sweetener to your flavors, because I make liquid that I think is very sweet, and I don't add fucking shit. I don't add anything to it, and the flavors themselves plus the VG, especially if you have a really VG heavy liquid, that stuff is sweet.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't get it.
You just take VG itself and you knuckle test it. It's sweet as heck.
Yeah, VG is naturally sweet.
Yeah. Especially the palm derived. Like I get mine from Bull City Flavors. I may pay a little more for it, but it works and it's good and it's convenient.
Yeah, it's all about that palm derived, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got some more people in the chat. We got Mitch Green. Oh, that vape. Oh, that vape. That old train Sonic. What's going on? I saw some more people up here too. Jimmy James loves to vape. Oh God, I just don't feel good. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, there's Monty.
You're there.
There's Monty.
Monty Marino, what's going on? Yeah, that weird Monty guy is here. Okay, so what am I vaping? I got a lot of shit going on because, that's how I roll. Now, I don't want. Here's something that everybody should know. I don't get this shit out just for the show. Excuse me. This is the stuff I have sitting out that I vape on throughout the day. Okay, so I'm not just bullshitting here. So I have the Vaporesso Polar, which I hate regulated mods. I'm not a regulated mod guy. This is a great fucking mod. This is a great mod. It just works. It just works. I like it a lot. I have the what's it called? The Vandy Vape Mesh on here. 0.13. I love it. It's a great little jam. Vaping. I don't know what the hell I'm vaping in there though. Something or other. Oh yeah. I know what you dripped last summer. I'm trying to finish this crap off. They sent these out they had like a promotion where you could pay for shipping and they would send a 120 ml bottle.
Oh, I remember another company did that.
So I'm trying to make it through this. It's you want to talk about sweetener? Just got it. But I like Rice Krispie treats, liquids, and I used to not, but now I'm like super into them. It's like my latest thing that I'm chasing. So vaping that. Got the old school. I'm giving the Dreamer a second run because I want to like the Dreamer, right? I really do. And so I'm trying it. I got it with the challenge cap here with the Dead Rabbit. It looks slick. I like the way it looks. Yeah. And I don't hate the Dreamer anymore. Like for a while I was very unhappy with the Dreamer, but I cleaned it up as best I could, took the button all apart and shit. And it's hitting a lot better now. So trying to keep the dream alive. And in that, I have Vape Wild's Bebe Cakes, which that shit is fucking delicious. After a good couple weeks of steeping, man, that is not bad. That is not
amazing.
Bad. Pomegranate cake, fucking delicious. Best pomegranate I've ever had in a vape. I don't know if I've had a lot of pomegranates, but it's good. Got the, avocado with the apocalypse cap on it. On the broadside, giving the broadside another chance too. All these mods that I kind of don't like, I'm giving them another chance. So trying that. Got the Conqueror from Wotofo. This is probably one of my favorite RTAs of all time, and I have it on the WizMech. Whatever, this mech mod. I took the little sleeve off of it because Mooch did a test on it. Said you get less battery drop without the sleeve. So trying it without the sleeve. Same thing, same mod, but with a different tank. Got the OBS Engine 2. Probably my favorite RTA. That is my favorite RTA of all time. Got the US1 V2 with the blue cap on it, with the glass trip tip on the V God. I think everybody's using Trinity glass stuff right now. It's great. Trinity Glass finally getting the attention they deserve. The US one, I think, is probably one of my favorite RDAs ever made. It's a great RDA for a decent price, $50.
Wow, got to check that out.
You got to get it, and they have glass caps for it. They have different colored caps for it. Each time you buy so I have the blue cap, right? When you get the caps, you get a cap that's half metal, half glass, and you also get one that's full metal. So it's a good value. I think they're a good company. Got the Mage Stack V2. Got this for Christmas. Love it so far. Actually, really, really love it. Got the Azeroth RDA with it, but I already broke a fucking post out of that. I wrote to the company. We'll see what they do. If not, I'll just fucking put them on blast on a review. Because there we go. That's what my platform's for, punishing companies who don't give me what I want. And I'm rocking the Switch mod with that thing. Oh, God. I'm not even trying to keep up with the liquids that I'm using because at this point, that's crazy. I got the top side. Yeah, that's what this thing's called, right?
Yes, top side.
With the drop solo. Got a couple of these Mimic. Yikes. Got a couple less things and one more. Got these Mimic pods that I'm trying out. I'm going to review these. Mimic is a company that makes like Sigalikes and stuff that I don't hate. I don't hate them. They use Saltnik. I'm not in hate with these things. And these little pods are not bad either. I actually really like them. They have their own flavors they come with, right? And I don't hate the flavors either, actually. But they are also refillable. They have like a little stopper in the bottom, so you can refill them. What else? Oh my God! So more shit. The Joytech Q-Box on one with some salt. I think this is from Basics. The cereal one from Basics. Oh God, I'm losing hope here. Got this amazing guitar mod from some Chinese company that I can't remember, and if they're watching, here it is. I'm showing it on camera, so there you go. Some of the flavors that I'm vaping, I hit that donut strawberry. This is okay. It's okay. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Milkman Classics original. So this original Milkman. They changed the fucking bottles. I don't know why. Now original Milkman is red, and then one of the other ones is black. So it's confusing as fuck. So whatever. Also vaping on Little Dipper from Milkman. I like Trip Club. Those guys are my friends. And another Vape Wild S+C squared, like that.
That one's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. This is some stuff that I made. It's just in a different bottle. I turned the label upside down so that I would know that it was something I made. You run out of fucking bottles. If you do DIY, you're gonna run out of bottles. Just gonna let you guys know that. There's more stuff, but fuck it. That's what I'm vaping on. So, all right. I can't talk anymore. So that's what I'm vaping on.
By the way, that guitar mod, it should play like a guitar riff whenever you vape it.
If it did, I would literally give it a good review just on that. I'd be like, yeah, it's shit. Yeah, it doesn't perform well, but
right.
It's cool. Yeah, a little mini review for this thing. It sucks. It's not good. It looks cool. No, it doesn't. It looks stupid, but I show it to people, and all the girls are like, "Oh, it's so cute," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." No, it sucks, and it doesn't do what it says it's going to do. So it's supposed to do 50 watts. It doesn't. It doesn't do 50 watts. There's no fucking way.
What tank is that on there?
Something that they sent. I don't know.
Tank came with there. Okay.
Doesn't have a name. The tank with no name. There's no markings on it. I don't know what it's called. It probably doesn't have a name. It's just the guitar tank. Here's the shit thing about this, though, right?
Guitar tank.
It doesn't match the fucking mod.
No, that's why I thought maybe you had different.
No, it's shit. It's total.
I didn't even know that came with it.
Yeah,
I thought that was a completely different.
No, nope. Unfortunately, not. No, this is. They should have put like a little fretboard on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A fretboard, like a neck, you know?
Like go all the way with the theme. If you're gonna go with the theme, go all the way with the theme. This, what this reminds me of in a bad way is Heaven Gifts. Who I have a lot of love for Heaven Gifts. They've been really good to me over the years. They sent me a mod one time that looked like a fucking toy car. You guys remember that? A lot of people did reviews on it because they sent it to like everybody. So it looked like a toy car. I still have it. I mean, it looks identical to a toy car.
Wow.
And it's a pod mod, right? Internal battery. It's shit. It's not good. And but it's like, this is the problem. Like, you guys are fucking us up over here. Don't send this shit to me anymore, dude. So I messaged them and I'm like, I'm not gonna review this. I'm not gonna give it some kind of fucking exposure where it doesn't deserve it.
Exactly.
But I think I ended up reviewing it anyways. I don't know. Like, who knows? Who knows? I've done so many fucking videos I can't keep up on it anymore.
I'll be right back after these messages.
All right. I gotta,
Right
I gotta get you to like record some fucking voicemail messages for me. So, how was everybody's New Year?
New Year was good. It was quiet. Just hung out. You know, too old to be going out and playing with the amateurs out on the streets. So, you know, watched Jenny McCarthy make an ass out of herself on TV, and you know, clanged a couple of glasses at midnight, and was actually stayed up to like 1 a.m. surprisingly. Not sure how. I think I just chilling on the couch. I was just too tired to go upstairs and too tired to fall asleep.
Been there. Yeah. You know, for the last few years, I have not gone out on New Year's. But this year, I don't know. I got a wild hair up my ass, and so we went and we walked to one of the local bars and had a few drinks. Then walked home, had a couple more drinks, and just hung out. It was fun. Yeah. It was really good. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, Chevy Man says he thinks that company also did those Minion mods.
I would not doubt that at all. Total amateur hour out there. Yeah, that's true. And you know what? It was funny. Me and Maria go to the bar, and it's just kids. I mean, it's like fucking kids, man. Like, they could be my kids, literally, like my kids. And so I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We don't belong here. Not at all.
Oh, vaping swag.
That's my guy right there. Swag.
Swaggy Shane.
Yeah,
he made me this shirt a long time ago.
That's cool.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
Don't be an asshole. That's what it says.
He sent me a shirt. What is it? It's the one that says, I don't know, something about vaping. It's a great shirt, though.
Yeah, I have an Addy Tooney shirt from him.
Yeah, he does good stuff. I like the quality of his stuff, and I like the liquid he puts out. Hey, Andy, have you tried the Gizzard Stew, Gizzard Brew liquid?
I not.
You haven't?
I have not. No.
Oh wow.
I haven't tried.
By the way, is this microphone working? Is this the one that you're hearing from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Yep. I had some error. I had to unplug and replug it. I want to make sure it still works.
Rye, he has not sent you that liquid yet?
No, I haven't tried it.
Here he is.
Yeah, Shane, what are you doing?
Coming on.
What's up, guys?
But he doesn't send you the liquid. You're just a piece of meat to him.
Yeah. All I get is his dick pics.
The unsolicited dick pics.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Brightens my day, though.
Yeah.
You guys used to send me these pictures. Like, he actually sends me pictures of a close-up picture of his eyes, and it always brightens me up. Just a macro shot of his eyes from his phone. It's so funny.
He does the extreme close-ups. There's no doubt about it. So what'd you do on New Year's, Rye?
I worked. I worked that night, New Year's Eve, and then the next day I was half day, which I started at nighttime. Yep, I work with Chinese people, so it's not their New Year.
That's not their New Year, no.
Yep, you know how it is, but it was dead, so it's fine.
Yeah,
nothing's happening that much.
Everybody just assumes everything's closed on New Year's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if their strategy is like, if everybody else is closed and we're open, so everybody's coming to us.
But then nobody came to them.
Nope.
Yeah, we have some some of the local liquor stores here are owned by people from Pakistan, and they stay open every fucking holiday, and they get tons of business because they sell the shit that people want on holidays. They sell booze and they sell fucking cigarettes and shit. And so, yeah, like Christmas Day when everybody's stressed out, and go there and get their fucking bottle of whiskey. Yeah, that's what they want. Yeah. Man. So, what'd you do, Andy?
I polished off way too much whiskey.
See? Good thing those liquor stores.
I was at home though. I was safe in the comfort of my own home, out of all fairness. And all the neighbors here, I moved recently to the high desert, and all the neighbors here were launching off like clay mortar shell fireworks, you know?
Oh, jeez.
It was fucking awesome. It was like a professional fireworks show in every which direction. It was awesome.
Oh man, the high desert. That's cool. That's hella
Yeah.
cool.
Not too bad. Palmdale.
Nice. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, man, I got a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house for $750 a month.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I live in Northern California where I pay $700 a month for a 1-bedroom fucking shithole.
Yeah,
that's nice. It's not bad. It's a nice little neighborhood. I'm right downtown, so I can't complain.
Man, 1-bedroom apartments around here, they're going for like $1,200.
Damn.
Christ. So I want to say, Monty Marino, it's a great point. And it's something I work with young men a lot, right? Like I go into juvenile hall, work with young guys, and something I want to touch on. So Monty Marino said, not much sexy in a dick pic. That's the thing we need to talk about. So yeah, so if there's any guys watching, don't send your dick pictures to anybody. They don't want to see that shit. Your dick is not sorry, it's just not. No dick on earth is attractive. And I don't care. They don't want to see it. Except for Gizz's. Gizz's, especially if he does like an extreme close-up of his pee hole.
Gizz's,
wow.
Okay with Gizz's dick is like Benjamin Button. It's getting younger and younger.
But no, I work with young guys, and they're always talking about like, oh, I sent that girl a dick pic, and I'm like, so yeah, she call you back after that? No, like yeah. I think I can put 2 and 2 together, my friend. Don't do that shit. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The compulsion that men have. It's like when I was growing up, there was like that stereotype of the guy in the fucking trench coat that would run up and flash people. It's like that same impulse to like, I'm gonna show somebody my dick. Those guys didn't get laid very much. Just to let you know, those fucking old men in the flashing, they didn't get laid either. So yeah, not a good look for you.
I just rely on my voice.
And it works for him. It works for him. We all can't be that lucky. See, the rest of us have to send pictures of our mutated genitalia to people who don't ask for it.
God damn it.
I'll say, big, I hate my cock. You fucking crazy bastard.
You know, punish the fuck out of it.
That's why I beat it like it owes me money. So Sunan says, that's cheap. I'm in Northern Cali. I pay $2,400 a month for 2-bedroom, 1-bath. No, it is cheap. That's the thing. Yeah. So I'm super cheap where I'm at. I don't know anyone else who pays the rent that I pay.
You're lucky.
I got super lucky. Yeah. Yeah.
My kid brother lives in London, and he bought a 700 square foot flat, so basically a condo in a high rise, for $750,000.
Wow.
Over $1,000 a square foot.
Wow.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it comes with a parking spot, but he doesn't have a car. No point in it there. Everything's all public transportation.
Well, he could rent his fucking parking spot out to somebody.
Yeah, help pay for his mortgage. Yeah.
Get some of that fucking mortgage money back. Hey, parking in fucking London is probably worth something.
Hell yeah.
So chat is hilarious tonight. I don't know. I'm missing a lot here. So I just, oh damn. So if you're watching the replay, make sure you stay tuned to chat because it's probably way more interesting than me. That's for sure. Somebody said, who was it? Doll Motivating Lives said that they send fake porno once, which is true. The guys have their own dicks. What do you think's gonna happen? Okay, let's work this out. Play it to the end. Let's say you send your dick, a fake dick pic to someone, and they bite and they say, "Fuck yeah, I want some of that. Come over." And you get there and you whip out your little shriveled dick, and it don't match up to that fucking picture of that monster that you sent her. Then what?
Well, you know what though? If they got to that point, they're gonna get it anyway.
Hey, don't take that for granted, my friend, because I know women that would be like, have their phone out and let me see that thing. False advertising, motherfucker. Get out of here. All right.
Like they should put like a date beside it, so it's like, how recent is it? the end. It's like proof.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be the whole topic for tonight, then.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm out.
No, we're moving on past dicks.
No, actually, I got to get some water. I'll be right back.
Go for it, brother. I do want to move on though and start talking about advocacy a little bit. We don't have to like drag on about it. It is important, but I know you guys are getting it from like 1,000 different angles. But yeah, so last year was bad for vaping. It was bad. Yeah, we had a lot of local, state, and city ordinances pass. It's been a trend for the last since 2017. It seems like we got hit real hard through 2018. Places like San Francisco, a lot of states. It doesn't get as much attention as it should, but a lot of states pass laws banning online sales. There's a lot of shit happening right now, and then there's that new federal law, right? HR, what is it?
HR 236, is it?
2 something.
I'll tell you right now. I got it on my Instagram.
So, all I see with this is
293. HR 293.
293. So it's just, I know it can feel overwhelming, especially if you're like a casual vapor. If you're watching the show, then you're probably not a casual vapor. But it can be overwhelming, and sometimes it's like, well, what can I do? But that's how they get us. They get us to be complacent, right? And it's like death by 1,000 cuts. Mm-hmm. So like, okay, well, San Francisco fucking bans flavors. Well, I don't live in San Francisco, so who fucking cares? Whatever, right? Like that's one city. But what you don't understand is that San Francisco is like a fucking megalopolis. It's like this giant, huge city with like 1 million people in it, right? And it sets precedent for other cities and other, I mean, hell, small municipalities and shit, right? Like counties and shit can say, well, there's the precedent has been set by this giant city. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to follow suit. And we've seen that. California had a state thing going on, trying to ban flavors.
Yeah.
Juul, which is, they own the market for vaping, whether we like it or not. Juul owns vaping. Right? 70% of the United States vape sales are from Juul. And so they fucking kowtowed hard. They said, yeah, okay, we won't sell flavors anymore in stores, only online. Which is like, okay, but now you match that up with states that have banned online sales. So you have whole states now that don't have access to Juul flavor pods that are not tobacco or menthol. I think that what's the Mormon state?
Utah
has banned online sales, if I'm not mistaken. So if there's someone in Utah who is vaping Juul, that's what they know, right? That's all they've ever had is Juul. Basically, they're not going to be able to get, if they vape the creme brulee pod, they're not going to be able to get that shit anymore. So that's concerning to me. That's the kind of shit that sends people back to cigarettes. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially when you're talking about Juul, and specifically, and them having 70% of the market. Adult legal age smokers that went into their 7-Eleven, went into their gas station, and right next to their pack of Newports, they see this thing, and they were thinking about it because they've been feeling like shit every morning, and they see it's like $15 on sale or whatever with a coupon. Oh yeah, let me get that, and they try it and they like it, and not long after, they're not buying them Newports, they're buying their Juul pods. Now it's getting harder and harder for them to get. And even with Juul, selling off 35% of the company to Altria, Philip Morris, big tobacco. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's not a majority stake in the company. That's only 35%. We don't know that.
That's a voting share.
Listen,
30%.
Well, think about this. Everyone's like, oh, well, it's only 35%. It's not that big a deal. Oh, bullshit, because we don't know who owns the other 65%. Yeah. If it's just one person, okay, 65, 35, it's still enough to, have a say, but to be overruled. But if you got, Johnny's got 20%, Janie's got 20%, someone else has 25%, now all of a sudden, Altria is the big boy. They own majority stake in the company. They have the largest shareholder. So basically, whatever they want to do is what's going to happen, because then they can outroll everybody else.
And I'm sure
that's one thing that's not being talked about.
I'm sure whoever is the originator of the Juul brand, I don't have the information right in front of me.
I don't have the names. No,
I don't have the names.
No.
But
all the employees there just hit the lottery. They all became millionaires.
They're like rats from a sinking ship too. If Ultra comes in and they're like, "Hey, we'll fucking take all the heat, sell us the company," they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cash out." They're based in San Francisco, and that's the fucking Bay Area dream. This is my area. This is where I grew up. I've seen it. Every fucking buddy I know wanted to start a company and sell it. That's the fucking
it's no different than microbrews.
That's exactly.
They run in the red all the way up until Anheuser-Busch or Miller or somebody buys them, and all of a sudden they cash out and they're done. And they go retire.
The goal is to operate at a loss long enough till someone buys you the fuck out.
Exactly.
And make some fucking dollars. So
the thing is, Juul wasn't, they weren't operating at a loss. They're making money hand over fist. But when you got Gottlieb and you got everyone else up your ass, like crazy every time you turn around, I don't blame them for giving selling part of it to big tobacco. I mean, does it suck? Yeah, but for them as a business model, for all the bullshit they were going through, I can't blame them.
And these people aren't members of the community by any means.
No.
I just think that they saw a business opportunity. I don't think they're heavily invested. I mean, they're invested financially, but they're not like invested as human beings in the idea of vaping. So
I mean, if someone turned around, Philip Morris or RJ or somebody said, "Hey, here's $12.5 billion to walk away."
Yeah.
I love you all, but that's 12.5 billion reasons.
It's just the reality. I think that we've been talking about this for a few years. Even before we did the live show, we used to do these things. They were called the same thing. We used to call them obese mode, where we would just, like, me and my partner Josh would just hang out and talk. We've been talking for years about how big tobacco, it just makes sense for them to come in and buy this shit up, if for no other reason than to not lose out on the money that's being made in the same field that they're already in. But I have some more fears. My fear is, look what happened last year on social media, YouTube specifically, with vaping. They hit me with a copyright strike. They hit Wendy Vapes, took her down. She got her shit back, which is good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then, like, Foolish Vapes, 10 grand subscribers.
Gone.
Was it like Heathens lost this too or something?
For like that was a weird thing. He lost his.
Yeah, that was weird. I still never heard the bottom line on that. What happened there?
Nobody really knows. He lost his channel for like a day, but people don't know if he like took it down. People don't know if he got taken down. But like a lot of us in the community got hit with strikes. Like, that's no bullshit. You get hit with a strike. I couldn't stream for 3 months. I was severely limited on the stuff I could do. And I was partnered with a network up until a month before that shit happened. And so I don't know if YouTube reached out to that network and said, "Hey, dump all your fucking vape channels because we're getting ready to fucking clean house."
Mm-hmm.
And then they did. But the same network that I was on also had indoor smokers. That's a big fucking channel, Yeah. Indoor smokers is no joke, man. Like, think what you want about him. I mean, the dude's kind of a fucking weirdo, but he's been here since the beginning.
One of the first people I watched.
Yeah, I think one of the first people everyone watches.
Yeah.
And
him, Twisted, and Rip were probably the first three that anybody really watches. And you get Suck My Mod, Grim Green.
Grim. I think Grim was one of the first guys. Him and there's another guy called I Got You 69. He's a guy from the UK. His name's Scott. Him and Grim Green both started their channels. They're the first two channels. They both started in 2009, I think. And but he doesn't do shit anymore. And he was based in the UK, so he's focused on the UK. But yeah, like Grim was first, but then I think that not long after that, indoor smokers came along too. But here's the thing. Here's the problem with YouTube for vaping. I think it's only a matter of time before they shit can us. I think that's just the reality. We're not advertiser friendly. The last few months I've gotten to where they don't demonetize my videos, but I've also taken a lot of steps. I put the stupid nicotine warning in the fucking beginning of my video, and I don't curse as much anymore, and like I've done all these things to try to like trick the bots into not demonetizing me. I'm not making any money anyways, but it's just I think the algorithm says if you're not monetizable, we're not even going to promote your channel at all. So I try to like keep on the good graces of YouTube, but I do think there's going to be a point where they're going to say, like they did with all the marijuana channels, we don't need you on our platform. Because even if you take literally every channel that does vape stuff and you add up all those numbers, you don't even have the amount of like a mid-level gaming channel, like a video game channel. Mid-level gaming channels have like 10 million subscribers. I think if we add up every single vaping channel, we might have like 3 million subscribers. Maybe.
Well, maybe 3 million different people.
That's what I mean.
Because you have, like all of us in here may be subscribed to the same person.
Right.
No, you know what? I didn't even put that. We probably have like 1 million subscribers total that are all, you're right, subscribed to like 20 different vaping channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're not like any kind of position to throw our weight around at all. And if they can to everybody all at once,
they just cut us off. Bam.
Yeah, there's nothing we could do. And what platform are you going to go to? Vid.me is dead. That was like the only thing that people were excited about. But like as soon as I saw that, it was like,
I'm on Vimeo, but they charge you if you want to have a decent upload.
Yeah, man, fucking in Vimeo, it's just, Daily Motion. There's nothing. There's just nothing besides YouTube. That's the sad shit, is that there is nothing besides YouTube. There was this guy who I kind of, I wasn't subscribed to him, but I was subscribed to people that he would do podcasts with. And he had a couple 100,000, 300,000 subscribers, and they shit canned him, and he's gone. And so people are like, make the transition to something else. And he did. And nobody followed him. On all those other sites that you can upload videos to, he's got 10 grand subscribers. You know what I mean? So there's no other alternative than YouTube. Facebook does really good as far as numbers, but it's hard to like foster that kind of video upload library on Facebook. So now on my channel,
VapeTube, that still isn't really catching on. And I haven't checked them out since like what was it, a few months ago when they started. And I know they were having a lot of issues, bandwidth issues and stuff like that, and you can't go live there. It's just videos. And
is that a real thing, VapeTube?
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
Wow. The problem is, it's just visibility. And especially the only thing I'm concerned about is new vapors. People who are already vaping, if we all disappear, they're going to figure it out, right? People listen to my reviews, and I've saved people some money, and I'm happy about that. But the things that I'm most happy about is when someone's new, and they go, wow, I found your channel. I just started vaping. What can you recommend to me? And I'm able to like help guide them through the fucking crazy shit that we have. And I have a channel that has like 700 videos in its back catalog. And if people want to go and look at a video on Mount Baker Vapor from 4 years ago, it's there. Yeah. And so it's like there's no replacing what YouTube can do for us. Unlimited uploads, like the amount of data is not capped. The amount of time you can do like a 12-hour video, and they're like, yeah, okay, we don't care, and you can monetize it. So there's no.
I used to do 12-hour live shows.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. People would go to sleep, wake up and go, what the fuck? You're still here?
Yeah, man. It's just scary because I think that it could be like a concerted push. Like, let's shit can everybody off YouTube, and then let's really hammer them on the legal side of vaping. Because if we have nobody that's like has a voice, it would be really easy for them to kind of steamroll through vaping. Instagram is a good platform for vapors, but it still doesn't have the visibility of YouTube. Everybody has a YouTube account.
Yeah. If you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account.
Yeah. Not everybody I know, even old fucking people, have fucking YouTube, watch YouTube. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at. I'm just nervous. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think going to be happening in the next year.
I mean, it could happen. I mean, it could happen to us in the middle of the show right now. I mean, it's whatever YouTube wants to do. We're at their mercy. I mean, we have no recourse. That we're all small people. I mean, even someone like Rip Trippers has what 1.2. They could give a shit about him.
That's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, they'll pull the plug anytime. They don't care.
I mean, even Instagram's not safe. Look what happened to NorCal Sick Boy.
Yeah.
And he was able to get his shit back.
Yeah, but they were fucking with Chuck. Yeah, it wasn't right. I mean, and that's the biggest thing, especially if you're really getting into the advocacy side and you got, your local congressperson has a problem with you because they're getting paid off by big tobacco or big pharma, they have stock in it, you just created a high level enemy that, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, go check out NorCal Sick Boy on Instagram, follow him. He does great stuff. And then from him, you'll be led to a lot of other really great people as well. Vinyl and Vapor.
Yeah.
Another great thing you should be following. And that's kind of like where Rye's is on Instagram. And Rye's not on the advocacy side, but I mean, his art is on Instagram. And I think that's not a safe platform either. Have you felt any pressure on there, Rye?
No, not really, not much. I'm not putting any content that, as a photographer, what we worry about the most is something that could attract, kids.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. So we don't want to post anything that will attract anything. So not even to a point where it's like too colorful, because that's still kind of like, it's ridiculous.
But I think that it's kind of, on like a tangent though, I think that has kind of pushed the art in like it's limited what you guys can do. And I think through limitation, art really blossoms. And I think that actually the photography on Instagram has gotten better in the last year. So,
yeah, it's getting better and better. And I'm just liking the ideas and the concepts that are coming out. The way you present.
So here's a question, right? If they took vaping off of every platform, like Instagram, they didn't allow it, would you continue doing photography?
Probably, yeah. Pretty sure. I'm starting to explore now on outside of a studio, because I'm only doing these product shots and I'm learning as I go. I was never a photographer before this. I learned it through this, and then I actually have a couple of people that saw my page and wanted to take pictures of them as like a portrait shots. Completely different thing, like weddings and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not a wedding photographer. I don't know. Unless you're holding a e-liquid bottle, I guess.
Stand in my shadow box. I'm gonna fucking take
I'm considering it. I want to try it. Photography really opens a lot of doors, and it's a fun hobby to do.
And you're super talented at it. I mean, I know you're not comfortable hearing praise, but you have a real good conceptual eye. Like the way you put together shots, it's good. It's good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I think like anybody can fucking hit a shutter. But I think being able to put together a good shot is a skill, and I think you have that skill. So I'm always really impressed. I mean, if you guys didn't see his promotion of the show tonight, I'm sure he put like very little time in that, but it was fucking good. Like I was like, man, you are so amazing, because he did this little promotion for tonight's live show, and it was great. So
you gotta have the feel of the show coming on a live show and stuff. Just trying to invite some people.
Yeah. It was awesome. And so, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a challenge. Sometimes there are days that it takes like probably over 500 shots and 4 or 5 hours just to produce one single shot.
Damn.
And it's just nonstop, just click and then just trying to find that angle, and memory cards are all full and stuff like that. You got to delete this. It's a lot of work sometimes. But
yes,
I never felt irritated about it, because it's fun doing that as well.
It's funny that you say that, because it's just definitely off the topic. But I've been thinking about it. Somebody asked me one time, like, would you continue doing YouTube if they took away vaping? And I was like, yeah, I think I would, because I've developed this skill of editing that I've never fucking was interested in at all. And I wouldn't want to just give that up. I've put a lot of fucking work into it. How about you, Andy? Would you continue doing some kind of media if you weren't on doing vaping?
Yeah, actually, I already have 2 other ideas set up just in case, fucking Hand of Doom comes down on us.
Yeah.
One is, okay, I've always been familiar with editing. I used to work for a company, Diamond Multimedia. They make video cards for computers. And I put together a lot of videos for them and stuff back in the day. I worked in the R&D department, so I was familiar with Adobe Premiere, so no brainer. So I was thinking, anyone that knows me knows I fucking love food. Okay, there's no doubt about it. I love food, and I was thinking of starting maybe, a food review and maybe cooking channel type thing, or
that'd be fun.
Possibly reviewing electronics. I've always been really good with electronics. I was in tech support for 20 years with computers. I'm very familiar with how they operate, what to look for, that kind of thing. So those are my 2 ideas.
Didn't Diamond used to make video cards back in the day?
Yeah. Then they made MP3 players. They had the Diamond Rio back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And that was the original Diamond company. They filed for bankruptcy, and then a company, Best Data, that makes modems, they bought them out and they merged together as one. And I was with Best Data at the time. I worked for like 7.5 years at that company.
Wow. Yeah, so I actually have 2 other channels that I've set up that I haven't put anything on there yet. And I'm not going to release the names or anything. But one, I have a couple great ideas. And this should really color your, if anybody's watching this or listening to this should tell you how serious we actually think this might be. Because I have 2 other fucking channels ready to go right now. And I've already thought them all out. Like, I know what I would do if there was no vaping. And I would probably get more fucking viewers. But I care about vaping. I do. I think it's important. It saves people's lives. And, so that's why I stick with it, And, but yeah, like, it's, we as content creators have thought about the fact that there might not be this avenue available to us. So, it's serious. So the whole point of this is just don't lose sight of the fact of how important advocacy is. Educating people on a day-to-day basis is something that we all have to do. When someone sees you vape and they're like, that puts water on your lungs.
Yeah.
Don't just say fuck you, like you want to. Like, hey, you fucking moron. Just take the time and just say, hey, look, I know you've heard that, but here's some actual facts,
Yep.
And be nice and be kind, because kindness goes so much further than
being a dick. Yeah.
Than being a dickhead.
Absolutely.
I had to stop this kid we're walking through the mall, and this kid's walking through the fucking mall, mech mod, stack, fucking blowing clouds in the mall.
Wow.
And people are looking at him like, what a fucking asshole, And so I grabbed him and I said, hey, kid, like, I know you think you're fucking cool and shit, man, and I vape and I get it, but like, you're doing damage, man. Like, you're hurting the image, and this is a small scale, man. I get it. Like, there's a few hundred people that are seeing you, but like, those few hundred people are gonna go talk to a few hundred other people, and pretty soon, before you know it, there's been like 10,000 people that have heard the story of you walking around fucking vaping in the mall. And
now he was, by the time he gets to that 10,000 people, he was smoking a giant bowl.
Yeah.
Plus he was vaping.
Fucking crack out of a bong in the mall. And it's like already people who don't know about vaping, they look at me like I'm a fucking space alien.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this guy smoking, man? He's smoking heroin out of his fucking tubes.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just, be wary, be conscious, and if something comes up in your area, get involved, man, any way you can.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, I know it seems like when you're contacting your Congress people, it seems like you're just shouting into a fucking void, but those things add up. And if they get enough emails and they get enough calls, that shit counts. Call especially, man. Get involved. Call them and say, hey, this is important to me. They listen. They might not give a fuck, but they will listen because they have to. You gotta call them. The whole point is, it's a new year. This is our time to either survive or die.
Yeah.
And quite literally, for people who haven't started yet, we're all good, man. Like, I vape. I know how to make my own e-liquid. They could take away everything right now, and I have the supplies I need to continue vaping. but there's millions and millions of people who don't. And so
exactly,
let's try to keep it alive for them, you know?
Yeah, because let's face it, like anytime the FDA or some these guys that oppose to us, they could just put the hammer down and just stop us whenever they can. They got the money for all of that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're behaving properly, not because we're following the rules, not only because we're following the rules, but we're kind of showing everybody to how we really are, how we are as vapors. So that's important.
Yep. So important. It's not that you're bowing down to the system. It's that you're an ambassador to this thing that is life-saving, you know. Give it the seriousness that it deserves is all I'm saying. Okay, so we're almost out of time, but I do want to ask everybody, so it's a new year, but what was your favorite thing? Could be a product, could be a trend. What was your favorite thing about vaping last year? Rye, why don't you start?
Photography. I think I've improved a little bit. I explored more. I learned a lot about it more, and the fact that also, well, that's on my hobby side, but in vaping in general, more and more people getting to it. I like the fact that there are more kits coming out. Actually, I like that. I like that having more options for beginners.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I see a lot more people actually in my area, in my city, that are vaping. I always like seeing that, and
yeah, that's awesome.
We're still fighting a good fight, and the advocacies, I know people that are very advocate about vaping are still doing their thing. They're keeping us united and still going for it, and I hope we get stronger. And I'm seeing less tricksters.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I would say this, and I don't care if somebody hates me after I say this, but I think tricksters are doing damage instead of doing good in vaping.
Yeah, they're douches.
Yeah, they're pretty douchey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like to a minimal. Okay, cool. You can blow oats, but there are serious tricksters out there that's all they do, and I don't think it's. I think they're the main ones that attracts kids.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that when we see that shit on America's Got Talent, that is not a good look for us.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Every time, it's not a good look. I mean, and I kind of like it because people are probably getting tired of it now because I don't see them as much anymore. There was a time, I don't remember if it was last year, maybe early last year, when it's like booming, like almost everybody's doing it. Now it's settling down, which is good. I actually like that. I'd rather see builders, I'd rather see advocates, I'd rather see collectors than tricksters.
Yeah.
Tricksters are tricky. Tricky little bastards.
I can't help it.
I mean,
I'm
looking
at the chat. I see fucking Shane. I'm Rick James, bitch. You know, I'm like, wow. Yeah, the good old Mary Jane.
Cloud comms.
Anyhow, sorry to be on a tangent there. I was tripping out.
Yeah, I was surprised. When was that? Back in the spring. They had here they have a First Friday. There's a bunch of different vape shops as part of the North Carolina Vaping Coalition, and they have the local advocates and the lobbyists that we have in Raleigh that look out for us and everything. And they have a meeting, and it's always at a vape shop, and they'll do cloud comps still and all that. And I'll stay for maybe 15, 20 minutes once the cloud comps get started. It's like, yeah, it's time to go. Boring.
Yeah, but I kind of get that because it's like a private area, and I'm sure they check IDs of people.
Oh yeah. There's no minors in there.
But if it's like advertised and and putting on Instagram and all that, and then you just see tricks.
Yeah,
you don't see as many on Instagram. I know when I first started paying attention to Instagram, that's all you saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first 50 things you saw on Instagram, I bet 20 of them or 30 of them were tricksters.
Yeah,
and
half of the time why kids buy these jewels or get away with these little vape products that they hide or somehow they got is not because of what they get out of it, like the hit or anything, the nicotine. It's not really that. It's to be cool.
Yeah.
Well, and there's all the tricksters who fucking do tricks with the jewel.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you do, motherfucker. I know why you're doing that. You're doing that because that's fucking kids. Kids have jewels. You want to show them, like, oh, hey, you can fucking do a little squid, fucking whatever the fuck it is, with your jewel.
Squid, yeah.
You know, cloud comps. You know, I'm more on the fence about, because it's like usually those are like in vape shops, and it's with people, and it's like, yeah, it's just dick blowing contest, like a couple guys back to back, fucking being stupid. It's whatever, right?
Well, there's money involved in them too, so
yeah. And the tricking thing is more like they try to make it like this glamorous, sexy, highly edited, with music, all popular music.
I just don't buy it, man.
With their fucking
I just don't buy it.
Yeah, no, it's, and you know what? One of the worst offenders is fucking VGod. Because they're the ones
they sponsor a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what was the other one when I was talking to some of the tricksters when I was, they're just trying to, I'm a people watcher, and just try and figure out their motivation, figure out what they, how they got into it and everything. And they're all sponsored by this one, or sponsored by that one, sponsored by VGod, or sponsored by Switch Mods, or whoever, or what's the other one? The big one, TVL.
TVL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
I like TVL. Their fucking mods are so nice. But yeah,
TVL's another one though. Mostly you see like some of the dumb shit they're doing at conventions.
Yeah.
At expos.
It's true.
I mean, I remember when
their mods are almost good enough to get away with it.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I mean,
they're decent.
Is fucking dope.
Oh yeah, I mean they got nice looking stuff, but still, I mean, you see them in Richmond, like when they were in Richmond, the guy had like mismatched batteries and shit going on, and he's he's like a stack. He had a stack mod, and he was telling everybody he's vaping like a 0.0 something out of a stack. I'm like, bullshit, asshole! The bottom of your switch would go flying across the fucking room.
Fucking dummies, man.
Yeah, and they're all it's like they're all hyped up on freaking energy drinks and shit, and going losing their shit. Just
I wouldn't know anything about
that. Like they're at a rave or something. Just
TVL is definitely a young company.
Oh yeah,
young people working there, young people who own it.
Well, the idiot with that stack though, he was gray hair. He was like in his 50s.
Oh, that's even worse. It's even worse. Fuck. Okay, off the tangent. Okay, Andy, what was your favorite thing about vaping last year?
Honestly, I mean, I think it was already said. I think Pi was going into that. Converting smokers. I've converted quite a few last year, and I felt proud about it. Also at the company I work at, I got a few of them off. Like no one smokes at the company anymore. When I used to do karaoke at the bar, I converted quite a few there. That was really my highlight. I really enjoy getting people off of cigarettes, and do whatever I can to possibly do it in a friendly, responsible way, as you were mentioning, Travis.
It's not easy sometimes, because some people are entrenched in smoking, and some people have been told so. I mean, if you're smoking now, like especially where I live in California, and you're still smoking, you have been told every day that you should quit fucking smoking. So some people like become invested in smoking. They're like, fuck you, I smoke. Deal with it. You have to like be very tender with them when you're like,
you have to.
Hey, here's an option that you have. Like, because a lot of times they're gonna be like, fuck you. I don't fucking want that shit. I want to smoke. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I fucked up. I meant rye, not pie. I don't know what's wrong with my brain right now.
All good,
damage.
Why don't you keep that voice?
That voice,
whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I just caught that now. I'm like, wow.
I was letting it go. I heard it, and then when Giz says something, like, okay, yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, Giz called me out, man.
Oh, good. I'm vape pie.
I'm so friggin' nicked out. I don't even know which way is up.
When he was showing us all his mods and shit, when Andy was showing us all his mods, he was taking fat hits. I'm like, by the time this guy gets done, he's gonna fucking fall out of his chair.
Well, it's only 3 milligrams, Nick. It's not that bad.
No.
So,
you know what's wrong with my brain right now, Shane? You probably do. Oh man.
Poor brains. Okay.
But Shane, seriously, brother, I really do appreciate this shirt you made. And I wear it all the time because it's a good statement shirt. if people that are just joining us, don't be an asshole. It's a very good statement shirt, and I dig it.
And it's good advertisement for the channel. Can't hurt with that either.
Well, that too. That helps too. But and advertisement for vaping swag as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's on one of the sleeves, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going the other way. I got the resistance shirt on tonight, so I'm all advocacy.
All advocacy. Yeah. That's right.
All right, Frank, what was your favorite thing about vaping last year?
I would say just personally just getting involved in the fight and getting more educated about advocacy and you know, with my channel, just, you know, learning more things about YouTube and learning more things about video editing and, you know, the politics side of things and also e-liquid creation. I learned a ton this year, and I surrounded myself with some awesome mixers that are way fucking better than I am, but you know, this works out nice. And the generosity at the end of the year, the generosity of the community when I did the St. Jude's raffle, and you know, the companies that stepped up, like Vaping Swag, he donated gift cards, and Adore donated gift cards, and Giancarlo and Tommy and Country Living and, you know, Wonder Flavors and all these, you know, Bull City Flavors, and Sin personally, she did a lot, and she did a ton for me. She on top of just donating, she donated time and Fresh and Addy, and I mean it was amazing just seeing how everyone came together just on a whim. You know, very little notice. Like, oh yeah, I'm in. No, let's do this. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, and the companies that just stepped in because I didn't.
It was a really good way to end the year.
It was
awesome way to end the year. Yeah, that was fucking cool. It was cool to see the community really step up the way that it did.
Yeah, so we raised $3,100 for St. Jude, and that was just a bunch of us just hanging out and doing it. I heard there was another one that was tied in with Toys for Tots, and they had a bunch of corporate sponsors and everything else, like 50 giveaway packs and all this stuff, and I don't know if they even broke 10 grand.
Wow.
Last I had heard, and that was right around when we were wrapping ours up, you know, a couple days before Christmas, that they were like pushing 6 and we were at 3. I'm thinking, damn, that ain't bad for us. Just, you know, a bunch of guys, small channels, just hanging out, you know, a bunch of friends just deciding to do something. And here's this big, you know, and they had Tony B, and they had this, you know, this big reviewer, and they had Vandy Vape and this company and that company, and and for us just to do that, man, we did really fucking good.
I think that you guys did amazing. Did fucking amazing. Really, really good. Yeah. One thing. So I know some people. I've told a couple people I was going to send out some White Girl, which is my own e-liquid that I make. Something came up. I wasn't able to make it like I wanted to. I still am going to send it to everybody. Brandy's going to get some. That Vape's going to get some. I'm going to send some to Swags, try out. A couple other people. I'm on it. I just haven't. Things were crazy during the holidays. Just didn't get a chance to make it the way I wanted to. And then there's stuff that I had. I just vaped it. I'm being totally real, man. That's the shit I love to vape. So I only had like a couple hundred mils, and I was just like, fuck it. I just don't have very much right now. But I'm going to get all. I have all the stuff I need to make it. I just got to make it. So gonna happen. Sorry, you guys. Also, as far as the giveaway for the pod, Juan finally contacted me. I'm gonna send that out to him. So I haven't forgotten about you guys. I'll get it out there to you guys. My favorite thing about vaping, there's a couple things. There's some things that I hated seeing. I hated seeing Giancarlo go out of business. That was one of the things I hated. It was like one of the saddest things.
I'm looking forward to his new venture, though. This box mod is gonna be sexy as hell. I already told him, just give me a price. I'll just send you the money.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I'll remortgage if I have to. I'm getting one of them damn things.
Definitely gonna support.
I haven't updated with Giancarlo. What's he up to?
Oh, Stabwood box mods.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I saw he showed on Instagram some of the blocks, and I'm just like, oh, yes, give me, please.
Yeah, he's such a great guy.
Dude, yeah.
I love Giancarlo.
Yeah, but exactly. With him, well, he actually released a couple of the recipes, too. I missed it when he released, what do you call it? Oh, heck. Phantom Ravioli. He actually released a recipe for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Nowhere near what you thought it was.
Kind of missed it. I actually finished that bottle.
It was a strange flavor. I mean, it really did taste like pizza sauce and stuff, but it left this weird taste in your mouth after you stop vaping it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to. Travis just lost his connection.
Oh no!
And his shit just crashed. Hopefully we're still going.
I think we're still going. I don't know.
Yeah, we're still going. Yep, I'm checking it now. Yeah, we're still going. Cool.
All right.
But I'm not allowed. 20% AP. Yeah, I think that's not bullshit either. I think that's close to what it is. And I'm not allowed to vape that stuff in the house. First time I vaped it in the house, it was wrong. Like the day I got it, so it wasn't really. I'm sure it was steeped, but. And my wife thought one of the cats pissed on the bed or something. The exhale from that was fucking horrible.
Giz is right though. Basil, it was definitely heavy in the basil.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Travis is restarting now. All right. Cool. Yeah, I got lucky earlier. So we had a power outage because of the ice storm. There's trees and stuff down everywhere here. The schools have a delay tomorrow because you can't really get to the school right now because of all the trees that are down. And they're not going to pay overtime, so they're going to leave them down, tomorrow. This is North Carolina. The reason why taxes are cheap because they don't do anything.
Damn.
I kind of wish it snows here.
Well, you're Orlando area, right? Or
yeah, Orlando. It never snows here.
No, you're a little too far south. I think they were saying
getting rain all week.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been going through. So, I mean, this summer was wet. The fall was really wet, and this winter's been. We had one big snowstorm, and then after that, it's been miserable. It's just been wet and soggy, and
everybody's getting sick too.
Well, knock on wood, I haven't had that yet, but I'm hoping I don't.
You know what? I'm going to say this. Before I started vaping, I was smoking cigarettes. I used to get colds all the time, one after the other. And I started vaping, and they kind of eased off and less and further apart. Now I could actually say, with almost 4 years of vaping solid, I haven't had a cold in a year and a half. Knock on wood somewhere, right? Yeah. But seriously, I mean, I kind of think vaping has something to do with it. I really do.
Oh, absolutely it does. I mean, my smoke-free anniversary was Friday, 2 years.
Nice.
And thank you. And I've not had anything. I mean, I may have had a cold, but nothing. It was here and it was gone. It wasn't like it hung around. It wasn't real severe. It was just, I'm a little congested,
Right. I had a couple of those, but no full-blown colds. Nothing that takes away my smell or taste or has that funky taste in my mouth.
Exactly.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine who started vaping. He went cold turkey on the cigarettes and went straight to vaping back in September. And he said he would wake up in the morning and he'd cough up Smurfs, he called them. But it was just green and blue and all kinds of crap coming out of his lungs. And he said within 3 days that had stopped. And I mean, he's big in, he's in keto diet, and he's tries to tell everybody what you should eat, what you should do, and all that. It's like, dude, just slow your roll, brother.
Right. Stay in your lane.
Exactly. Yeah. Sin was talking about Black Cat White Face's show was this year too. Absolutely. He does awesome work. Every day he's live at 5, and I mean, he does some good stuff for the community. He doesn't sell his coils. He gives them away, but he doesn't sell them. And he's got the Facebook group and pretty active. There's a lot of funny stuff on there. Tommy's always putting something perverted on there.
That guy's a workhorse, man.
Dude, yeah.
And he's as entertaining as always. I've never seen him bored in a show or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. Yeah, 5 days a week, every day, same time. He's always got something going on. He always has content. He's always a different builder, whether it's you or whether it's Nick or or just an obscure builder that not that many people know about. All of a sudden, he's spotlighting them, and it helps build them up and get them a little bit more notoriety. And so, I mean, that's what's really nice is how he can spotlight people that we wouldn't really otherwise know about, unless you're really into, like you would probably know them because you're into building community and the build mafia and the different build crews and everything else.
Yeah.
But like someone like me, just a liquid guy, or just someone just likes to watch his shows.
Yeah.
May not know an obscure builder or someone that's just not mainstream, and all of a sudden he helps them out, which I think is great.
He had a great platform. That idea of like featuring a builder for a week, it's awesome, because before he even told me before he's the one who contacts them, but now builders are contacting him. So he has
sure.
a lot of work coming up. So it's good. It's catching up. Great guy.
Oh yeah. All right, all day vape.
Aren't you in this Patreon?
Later, Tyler. All day vape. Peace.
What's that, Rye?
Aren't you on his Patreon? He has a Patreon account.
Nah, I haven't been doing anybody's Patreon yet.
Yeah, and this Patreon, like, he has a lot of like categories in there, like even like part where it's just for jokes. The guy, it's
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, mother.
It's the audio part.
Yeah, my video's not working for some reason.
Yeah, we got you on audio only.
Oh, something's coming back now. Close, maybe.
I'm getting there. So yeah, computer crashed. I think that just to end off the night, I just want to say what I appreciated the most about 2018 and vaping was just the great community that we have fostered, not just here on this channel, but just in vaping in general. And love all you guys so much. Doing things like Frank's drive for St. Jude was amazing. I love, like Rye said, about all the new kits that are coming out. The double-edged sword of Nick Saltz. I've seen a lot of people in the chat were talking, saying Nick Saltz is, kind of getting people hooked on higher nicotine. I totally agree with that. But at the same time, I've also seen a lot of people switch from cigarettes to vaping with Nick Saltz. And so there I am. Hey, look at that.
Hey.
So
you were better the other way.
Yeah, no shit. So whatever, the way I look at it, whatever works for people, right? And so whether it's Nick Saltz, Freebase Nick, whatever it takes, as long as people are not smoking, I'm fucking happy. And so
hell yeah.
This whole thing of the pods has been, like I said, a double-edged sword. I was really happy to see that it worked for a lot of people, but then we have shit like Juul, and that really muddied the waters as far as advocacy. So it's one of the things I loved. It's also one of the things I hated. At first, I loved it because I was like, wow, this is really going to work for people. It's super smooth, 50 milligram, fucking A. People are going to quit smoking. But then towards the end of the year, it really became a weapon they were using against us. The commercials where people are like, did you know that there's as much nicotine in a Juul pod as in a pack of cigarettes? Which means fucking nothing. I mean, that means nothing. And then people who are educated know that's bullshit. It's not bullshit. It just doesn't matter, right? The amount of nicotine. Who fucking cares? But they're going to use that against us. So one of the things I loved, one of the things I hated. The thing that I personally, on a really selfish level, the thing that I loved the most about vaping this year was the fucking drop in price in mechanical mods, baby. We had some really quality mechanical mods come out for really good prices. So that's what I like. I'm a mechanical mod guy. Things like the Dreamer, I just love it. Things like this Mage, you know what I mean, coming out. I think this was like what, $60?
Yeah, China has stepped up their game with with some decent quality.
And all the kits that are available for people now are just great. They're the quality of them are higher and higher all the time. Even Smock put out some good shit last year that I was fairly impressed with. So I think that we've come a long way. I just hope that we can continue to grow instead of shooting ourselves in the leg. All right. Thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you guys. We hope everybody had a good new year and continue vaping and continue coming and sticking around for the show. I want to say thank you so much to KJ Andy O for coming and hanging out with us. Hopefully we can have him back on. He was a great guest.
My pleasure, man. Thank you for having me here. And Shane Smith, what's going on, brother? I see you there.
Oh, Shane dropped by. Excellent. Why don't you go ahead and tell them where they can find you, Andy, in case they didn't already know.
In case you don't know me, I have KJ Andy O on YouTube. KJ Andy -O. Just put KJ Andy. You'll find me that way. Big Vape Cloud coming up. You'll see me.
And I will put the link to his channel. If you're watching this, the replay of this, I'll put the link to his channel in the description.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Been watching Andy's show since the beginning until I didn't watch vape stuff anymore, just like Rye. So it was cool to have you come on.
Yeah, I don't have any time either. I used to watch everyone. I just don't have time, you know?
And me and Andy started our channels roughly around the same time.
So, around the same time.
Yeah, we've been doing it roughly about the same time. So good to see you. Good to see you doing well. Your channel's been doing really good for you. That's awesome. Happy for you, brother.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I wish you the best with your channel as well. You know, all you guys. I mean, Frank, Rye, Pie Rye.
Rye Pie, the pirate guy.
Rye Pie.
I'm thinking about shooting pies this week, so I could.
You should do that.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy about your pies. Thank you so much for including us in this. No, Rye, thank you so much. If you guys don't know, it's vape_Rye on Instagram. Go check him out. Does good stuff, man. Really, really cool stuff. And anywhere else you want to direct them to, my friend?
No. If you guys don't know me, like Travis said, you can find me on Instagram. That's my only social media that I use.
I'm going to look you up right now.
Oh, thanks, man.
Check him out. You're going to love it.
I mean, I don't know if I'm already there or not, but we're going to find out. Okay, Vape Rye.
Make sure you type in Rye, okay?
No, I got it.
Otherwise, you're going to find some really confusing results.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're at 5,660.
You don't have to announce that, though.
Hey, you're doing good, brother. You're way ahead of me.
That's great.
It doesn't matter. I don't look at those numbers. Important is like just people and connecting with people, because really that's one of the best things about vaping is meeting people and how awesome people are, you know.
Community, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just think about just this panel, man. Like, we got people California, fucking Florida, New Jersey, all over the fucking country. So love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Frank, go ahead and tell them where they can find you, brother.
Find me here on the YouTubes, Daytime Frank. You can find me on Instagram, Daytime_Frank. If you're a mixer, you can find me on ELR or All the Flavors as Daytime Frank. And yeah, that's about it. Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern, mixing in the kitchen. Next week, we're going to have a little spotlight of Canada. We're doing maple flavors.
Ugh. I'm going to watch because I hate maple.
I can't do maple.
No, man.
Well, it's a good accent note, not so much of a main note. So
it's tough, though. It's tough. I can't wait to watch and see what you guys come up with.
I can't wait either to see what I'm going to come up with because I have no idea yet. Yeah, it wasn't my idea. We have a group chat and Mary Beth threw it out there. Hey, here's ideas for like the next 6-7 weeks. I'm like, okay, let's see what you got. And all right, that works. Let's do it.
I like her. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome. I really like her. She's fucking cool.
She's kind of taking over. I just sit back and she's just going at it.
I was going to say, man, she's the host of the show. There's no doubt.
I'm telling you, yeah, she's kind of taking it over.
I like her a lot. She's really cool, man.
She kicks ass.
She reminds me of like a really cool aunt who vapes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I like her. Yeah, she's cool.
And send you high-end mech mods.
Yeah, so if you guys go ahead and check out Mary Beth's channel over there. She'll appreciate the you can find her at Daytime Frank. You know, Frank.
Yeah.
I got a train going by. Sorry.
That's okay. Fine. I miss trains. We don't have trains here anymore.
It's fucking loud.
He's like, I don't know why I got such good rates on this apartment.
You know what? You tune it out. You tune it out after a while. I just don't even notice at night.
We're right in the direct flight path of the airport, and we're like 3 blocks away from the actual touchdown. And so they're super low by the time they come over us. So I think it's actually one of the reasons why we get such good rent. We don't even anymore, though. All right. That's going to be it for everybody. I always say we're going to do it till 8, but we always go till 8:30. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Guys.
Later, guys.
All right. Now let me turn it off before we start talking shit about everybody.